Sheldon Brooms Lawn Care. We're preparing to take care of this lawn. We're going to pull out weeds. Not sure if you're seeing weeds across this area. Take care of the weeds and trim the lawn. But before we do that, I thought I'd answer one of the most commonly asked questions. What to do when you have depressed soil, wavy soil. Now, I'm not sure if you can pick it up on the camera, but along the pipes, this area is depressed, and further back it slightly rise like that, like a wave. So the question is, what do we do? And another question is, did the landscaper or contractor who laid this lawn, is it their fault? Did they screw this job up? So to answer this last question, you can make this video very short if you want to. No, it is not the contractor's fault. It is not the landscaper's fault. Whoever installed the lawn. Now, we've been maintaining the lawn since it has been installed, but we didn't install it. It is totally not their fault that it is wavy like that right now. Let's understand the process for getting this lawn. Now, most likely, now we were not here when they installed it, but most likely the contractor would have laid topsoil and leveled it off, then install the grass. That is the typical process. However, what most likely happened here, when the topsoil is very loose, which is what you want, what can happen with excess rains, the rains can fall and actually cause the soil to collapse on itself, sort of like a bread that is rising or a cake that dropped on itself, collapse. That can happen if the soil is very soft. So what I'll do, I'll make a quick drawing for you. Here. Alright. So let's say this is the top of the soil where the landscaper had leveled. So most likely he would have wanted loose soil. So these represent the soil particles. Of course, it's not drawn to scale. The word is represents soil particles. So these are the soil particles here. This is what you actually want. You want your soil loose and the particles fairly far apart. Reason being, as you plant your grass, this is your grass, you want the roots to be able to grow in between these areas where it gets oxygen, water very easily. Grow in between those particles. That's what you want. However, what can happen is this. The particles close up now in this area. When rains start to fall heavy, this is rain falling, rain. What can happen as the soil gets saturated with water, it can cause certain areas to collapse and actually compress. So some of the particles that were far apart actually come a little closer now and it's compressed. So it causes depression. Good? So the question is, what can we do to fix that or even possibly prevent it? Let's talk about some options to, let's say we want to fix it. I can provide you with 3 possible options if you want to fix here and get it level. Option 1. Now I know our client prefers the grass here, on the shorter side, so she may not go for this option. However, you might be different. If you wanted level, what we can do is allow this area to grow higher up and thicker. Now that's if we have zoysia grass, because zoysia grass grows like a thick mat. So we allow the middle areas to grow thicker and we keep here on the lower side. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. And while walking, you wouldn't even feel the difference because the grass grows like a thick mat. You wouldn't feel the difference from where the grass and the soil is. So we can get it level. However, we must understand that this area will stay low and that area will stay a bit on the higher side. That's one option. Option 2, we can fill that area with either topsoil or sharp sand. Fill that area until it's fairly level. Now when we fill the area with loose topsoil, loose sharp sand, we want to resist the urge to compress it. You might be tempted to compress it to keep it level. But that'll be a no-no, because if we compress it, it'll be difficult for the roots of the grass to penetrate through the compressed soil. And the grass would not be healthy. The soil will be too hard. You will not have healthy grass that way. So with zoysia grass, you can go ahead and throw topsoil or sharp sand, depending on the quality of your soil right now. And this grass is very tough, so it can grow through. It has something called rhizomes, where the grass grows underground. The rhizomes will grow, it will spread, and it will pop through that soil. And it can even grow from the sides and spread on top. That's option 2. Option 3. Now these options depends on how much time you have, what is your specific goals, how much money you have. So option 3 might be the more costly one, but it saves a lot of time. You can go ahead and throw your topsoil, throw your sharp sand and level it, and then get more grass. You can purchase more grass and put it on top. You can purchase mats laid straight on top so you get the instant lawn, or pieces and it fills out faster. So those are the options. Options allow the middle to grow up. That's option 1. Option 2, you throw sharp sand or soil and allow your zoysia grass to grow through. Notice I'm specifying zoysia grass because I'll talk about savanna grass in a bit. Your zoysia grass to go through and spread from around it, or it'll fill up. Or option 3, same process, fill it with topsoil, sharp sand, and plant more grass on top. That's the quicker fix, but it will cost a bit more. Now the reason why I'm specifying zoysia and not savanna, because you can take a similar process. However, it will be more difficult for savanna grass to grow through. If it's smothered, it may die. So with savanna grass, what you can do, you can throw a little at a time. Throw a little bit, allow the grass to grow through. Then you throw a little bit more, allow the grass to grow through, but it'll be difficult to smother it. Hope you understand. So throw it in piece. Or you can do option 3 with the savanna grass as well. Just go ahead and dump your topsoil with sharp sand and then plant savanna grass on top of it. So I hope that helps answer some of the questions, some of the options. Well, it's ultimately up to you, the do-it-yourself, or you, the client, what direction you want to go. We just provide options. So I hope that helps. Take care, Broomzone Care.